Hey, also Not Trusty Nerds here, and while I let you look at a pair of training gloves, chassis, well, Hyper 7, 1/4 made, engine, some other crap, I'll tell you, you guys are something else, because I made what I thought was the wackest unboxing video of my YouTube career. Oh shit, somebody's trying to get hold of me here. Of my YouTube career, and already it's got a lot of views, a lot of likes, and so something about these unboxings, I don't know. Shit, I'm gonna like label every video unboxing going here forward. This is part 2. I'm teasing, by the way, of the longest unboxing video of all time. Essentially what happened was I did a video of unboxing probably 9-10 items, and I turned around. Really, the video is like 40 minutes long, so I'm not gonna torture people like that. I'll break it up into no more than 15-minute videos and enjoy. Alright, next item I got is an actual, I guess we call it upgrade, enhancement, not durability, and it would be a set of tires. But you see, these are on-road tires. Now, you see the way it's sitting real low and everything right now? Because don't think it can't do its thing on-road as well, because that's why I got these tires. This thing does what it wants, where she wants. It's that simple. This is, I mean, this is the shit right here. There's a reason, guys, that 1/8 buggy is king of Surface RC. It's like that. And that there's a weight limit on it. Because you get these bitches out there and it's a wrap. They know it too. Just drove that.
Probably the fastest car we have.
Huh?
It's probably the fastest car we got.
I know we joke around and stuff and have fun, but you just drove this slow C8 time. Seriously, what do you think of it?
It's fast.
Huh?
That's all I can say. It's very fast. Fast. That's all I can say.
If you weren't aware, I've run a lot of different tires. And variety is the spice of life when it comes to this, in my opinion. But I have to say, the preferred tread, right? So if I were to only going to have one tread for all my vehicles to run everywhere, I'd say it'd have to be this. Now they're directional, you know, and which means that they, well, I'll show you. Bidirectional simply means that the tread has to point in a certain direction for each tire. Consequently, the permutations of rotation are cut in half. Meaning that if you run the camber and the same in the front and the rear, you're screwed. So do you guys think? Next up, for the Hyper 7, we have one of the, well, probably the only problematic part I think that it has, and it's the wing stay right here, which is, it's not there. This part right here, you see. Now, this one seems okay. I've gone through probably 4 of them. And all that happens is it gets bent. Yes, I do run the steel plate that goes inside there or whatever, but I just can't help but think if they were to put an aluminum piece or, a stronger piece that would help with a lot of performance issues, is because that's what it causes. What will happen, the rear differential will become very difficult to mesh with the pinion, because it gets tweaked. More on that later, but yeah. Now these right here, I've got probably 4 in the package ready to go. But the thing is, I find them for like $1. I'm gonna buy them. And these right here, I mean, I'm still rolling the original one, so that's not even. Kind of a different unboxing here. I know that most of, not all of you, have a portable device, smartphone, iPhone, iPad, Android, whatever. And we have found that these portable batteries are the shizit. And this right here is one that I'm unboxing. This is my preferred portable battery charger, and trust me, I've tried a lot of these. In fact, these are just the ones that I keep out here in my workshop. I have probably twice as many, obviously, inside the house for the family. And parents is, I think I'm well versed in the different brands and whatnot, and they're a little pricey, but they are worth it. Now when it comes to camber, both in the front and the rear, you set the camber by the length of your upper links. But you don't set your camber by the length of the upper links. I'll say that again. You set it by the length, but you don't set it by the length. Let me explain. If I were to shorten the distance of this tie rod right here, it would decrease the camber. In other words, the tire would move inward. It would give me more negative camber. If I were to increase it, the tire would move like this, hence more positive camber. Okay? And the same holds true for the front. However, you also take into account the roll center. All right? And the roll center is defined by the overall length. Now, in other words, I can set this to be 1 degree negative camber, all right? And then I can change the length of this tie rod and define where it's positioned on the shock tower and or on the hub, and still keep the same degree, like a negative 1% of camber, you see. It's kind of hard to explain, but maybe I can show it to you. Okay, as an example, these tie rods, believe it or not, are the same length. Okay, but tell me what's wrong. Okay, they are the exact same length, you see. Here's the difference. Do you see it? Here you can see that I'm just at about half a degree negative camber. Then here I'm almost 5 degree positive camber. But if I change the length, or excuse me, not the length, but the distance that the rod travels, you can see now we are equal. So we have, in other words, where I'm from, a wheelie indicates that you're riding on one wheel. So there's no sense of achievement, I guess, when I pop and ride a wheelie with the 2-wheel one. You know, it's one of those things where I just had a crazy idea, but it's one of those things where I've always said it's one thing to pop the wheelie, it's a whole other thing to ride the wheelie. And it's been a while since I've practiced, but give it a little bit of practice, and you'll see some wheelies. For show. You know, for the longest time, I went without losing any hitch pins. I think I did pretty. Hitch pins? You've not heard of those? Actually, you have. Now, while this isn't necessarily something that came from a box that I ordered, it is interesting because did you know you can get hitch pins at your local hardware store, Home Depot, Lowe's, etc.? These would be hitch pins. We know them as body clips. So you don't, I think I spent 49 cents for a bag, so you don't have to, buy the expensive ones from Tower Hawks or whatever. These work just as good, if not better, for the beast. And that would be a wheelie bar. Now, if you've watched our channel for any period of time, there's probably one, maybe even two question marks floating over your head due to the following. Now, one thing I do have to give it up to HPI, because this item here, this wheelie bar, is one durable item. As noted, I went 10, 12 gallons with the previous one I had. Held up fine. Here's the wheel. All right, this right here is the wheel from the original. Just a little dirty. I mean, you compare it with the new one, and you think about it, just the way it sits and all the abuse it takes. I'm pretty impressed. Again, I got a new one, just more for maintenance, for performance, just to keep it like new.